If we can put time and effort into training them to do things properly, it rewards the business through efficiency and productivity. I manage Waverley Station down here on King Island. It's owned by the Crouch family, who invested into King Island sort of early 2000s. Waverley's sort of split into two operations. One's based in Scone, New South Wales, and the other half down here on King Island. Essentially, Scone breed the seed stock for King Island, so they breed all the bulls that we need down here. And then we've got our commercial Angus herd down here on the island. We cover about just under 8,000 hectares of grass spread across the whole island. Those properties, we sort of manage them in 4 management zones, and each one of those properties has a manager on it, and I sort of oversee the top. Waverley have supplied cattle to Greenhams pretty much right from the start. It's been fantastic. We've been supplying Greenhams for at least 15 years or more. We've had a very strong relationship with Greenhams, and I think it's worked well for both of us. Staff at Waverley consist of about 10 to 13 of us on at any one time. One of our biggest limiting factors on the island is getting good people and keeping them in the workforce. So any time and effort that we can put into people, we really seem to get rewarded with that back into the business. It's so key to get the fundamentals right in that everyone knows where we're going and the direction we're trying to head in. It takes a lot of time, but the time that's put in is well worth it in the end. We put all our staff through the Pasture Principles course, and we found that particular course very valuable. It just teaches everyone the fundamentals of grazing management and grass-fed system, where cattle come first, but predominantly driven by the production of grass. We certainly like to encourage them to do either their Cert 2, 3 or 4 in ag. Obviously we do all the compliance training. So what we find, it takes a lot of time to get a young staff member up to speed. Once we've got them trained and going, we create ourselves a lot of efficiencies in the system. So yeah, obviously we create profitability through efficiency. There's a few ways that I measure success. I guess one is profitability, one is staff retention and having a good team around us. And then obviously we benchmark the business annually and set targets from that. We're always trying to improve and increase production, and I do believe that benchmarking is a good way to follow the path of the business over a period of time and to see if those changes that you put into the business, once they're implemented, whether they actually pay off and go forward from there. I guess my personal goals for Waverley are to produce in excess of 500 kilos of beef per hectare, but also to have the farms in better shape than when we came along, I suppose. It's pretty paramount. If we want people to be enjoying grass-fed beef in the future, we have to be sustainable. I think as a producer, we have a responsibility to be leaving the country in better shape than when we found it for the next generation or the next owner or whoever that may be. There's been a lot of improvements into the production system. We've changed a few things. For any other producers out there that are questioning how much money to invest into staff or time and training, I think it pays for itself probably tenfold. Everyone knows what they're doing and it just makes the whole system work. It's an investment into the business. I don't see any investment into staff as a cost to the business. I see it more as an investment into the business, and we reap the rewards of that down the track. I guess any farming business faces its challenges, and lots of different environments present many different challenges. I think you need to be adaptive and fairly nimble, especially in this current climate. There's always going to be something, and as long as you're willing to change with it and do what needs to be done, then I think you can be very successful. I feel very lucky and privileged to be able to be a part of a beef operation like this on King Island, where we can grow wonderful pastures and produce a beautiful, clean, natural product for the world to enjoy. I think that's what sort of drives me. it's pretty good.